Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't have to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your mind, you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. Dow Industrial's up 40. NASDAQ just down 0.3%. Give me a break. 0.3 of 1 point, rather. S&Ps, they got it green, folks. Up a point. Gold contract down $14.90, trading at $12.88 an ounce. Silver down 29 cents, $17.07 an ounce. Platinum off $5, $9.34 an ounce. Copper off 3.5 pennies at $3.20 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $51.96 a barrel. Now we're going to have the API numbers coming out for you at 4:30 today. And the way that the actual contract traded, it's going to be interesting how this shakes out. It looks like the oil contract wants to push into the swing high, which is, let's see, it's about $1 higher right now. And if that's what we get, it'd be interesting because on a short-term basis, that's what it looks like. On the longer-term basis, I think that's going to be about it. On this contract here, we're trading the December contract. That'd be 53.11. Right now, we're at 52.21. And we pushed into this swing out here today with some big volume. So when you do that, most times it wants higher price. We'll see how it handles. It's $53.21 price point. Bonds, notes and bonds, bottom line, folks, they rejected lower price once again. This is the note market was flat, 125.12 after being down. Bonds up 9 ticks, 154. They both want higher price, lower yield. King dollar up 214 ticks, trading at 93.375. The euro is at 117 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 112 to the U.S. dollar. Let's go over and take a look at that U.S. dollar index right now. So the index out here got to a price point today of 93.590. Your two swing points that we're dealing with. The last swing, which was on the 6th, at 27,000 contracts. And we almost hit the low of that. Oh, this is pretty cool. So this is pretty intense. So the low of that high was 93,600. We hit 93,590. It would have been great if we hit that because that would have been a rejection. Can still hit it. That's the bottom line. That can still hit that area. We'll see whether it's going to. The dollar itself has had a really tough time hanging on. I mean, since January 3rd, folks, it's been a one-way trip with the dollar, and that's been down. Bonds, let's go over and take a look at the 10-year bond. 10-year bond, same setup, meaning that this is rejected lower price once again. It's pretty amazing. A 10-year bond got to 125.07, closed at 125.13, did 1 million contracts, going into 1.4 million. Bottom line, wants higher price. So, big number. Some of the higher volume, well, volume-wise out here, this was an anemic market once again. In the NYSE, we did 691 million shares. In the NASDAQ Composite, we did 1.6 million. And the NDX 100, the 3 Qs, which went to a new high today, closed at a new high, we did 12.8 million shares. And just to give you an idea of 12.8 million, you know, when you're breaking down, we were breaking down with 80 and 90 and 109 million. When we were breaking highs going topside, you're doing 31 million. You can see 12.8 million, no one's up here. Bottom line, but there's no sellers also. That's the other side of that coin. We go take a look at the S&Ps. What you have with the S&Ps is this. SPY, anemic, 30 million shares traded. We were breaking down on the SPY. We were breaking down with 128 million, 120 million. You break topside with 63 million, and you can only do 30 million. So that is pretty intense. It's showing that you have No buyers up here. They are in the store, and they're still raising the price. That's the bottom line, which is pretty amazing. There's no doubt about that. Let's go see if Big Blue came out yet. Okay, so Big Blue closed at 146.54. That is trading at 148.99. Numbers go like this in Big Blue. The estimate was $3.28. They made $3.30. Their revenue, the expected revenue was $1.59 billion. They made their expected revenue was $18.59 billion. They made $19.2 billion. This is their 22nd consecutive quarter of declining revenue. It's pretty amazing, man. We'll see how long that stock is up a couple of dollars, though. Well, actually, it's up $3.50 right now. It closed at 146.54 and it's trading 150. We go take a look at Cree. Cree, this closed at $29.36. That is trading at 27.26 right now. Let's see what they have to say. The first quarter revenue, the estimate was $359 million. They made $360 million. Earnings per share, 4 cents. They made 4 cents. So bottom line, you had topside action on IBM. You have bottom side action in Cree. IBM's at the 140, 49, 150 area. That's going to get a lot of flack. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Yeah, this is where it gapped down from, too. It gapped down on the 19th of July. And it closed on the 18th of July at 154. Opened on the 19th at 150, went all the way down to 146. So we'll see where this shakes out in the next 5 or 10 minutes. But it looks like 150 is holding pretty good right now. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here today. You had Advanced Micro down $1.10. Netflix came out with numbers last night. That ended up being down $3.20. That was, and after the close last night, remember we were down a couple bucks when the numbers first come out, up $6 after the close. This had a high today of 204, ended up closing at 199. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 40, NASDAQ up 1, S&P's up 1. We're going to be right back.